Hey y'all, it's Eli, and we're gonna make a dress, I think. So, today is Monday, November 14th, and in exactly 1 week, Monday, November 21st, I will have a presentation because I'm a music major, and that's a thing we have to do. And we have to wear all black, but I realized that all my dresses that are black are short, and I can't exactly wear them. So it's spring, so it's like getting hot. And I don't want to wear pants because who does? And I was originally either gonna like use a skirt or some shit or like borrow a dress from someone, but then I got an idea, which I unfortunately was sober, so you can blame the things he did on alcohol. Um, and yeah. The thing is, though, that I only had $5. So that's how much I spent on fabric. And I found like a store that has like good fabric in my city. So this is the fabric. I bought like 50 centimeters, so like half a meter. I don't know how much that is in inches. I guess like 30 inches. I don't know. That is not the system. You can't really see. Oh, yeah, you can see. Yeah, it's like really sheer. So this is what I was kind of seeing with the dress. So like, yeah. And the fabric is stretchy, you know. I did find a lot of scrap fabric, so maybe I can use that under. But now I just gotta figure out, what to do with the like dressing of the dress and how to make it fit. Okay, so I'm thinking like I do like a straight thing and then cut it like right below my knees, and then with the remaining fabric I cover the butt uh and leave like little the little side slit, uh and then just do like I think to tie in the back. I've done that plenty of times, uh, and it's the best way because it's adjustable and shit. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I put this fabric thing on the inside, and I folded it and shit so I can see. Uh, and then I folded the bottom so it looks like this. Uh, and then I'm just gonna put these pieces that I'm gonna cut off in the bottom. I'm thinking I might put this, which is a stretchy fabric, like here, right above it. I don't know if it's like too light, but if it is, then I'll just dye it. Um, and yeah, I think this is it for now. Hey, so here's one thing that nobody ever told me when I started sewing. You have to know basic math. I mean, sure, you could do like tours and just eyeball it, but tours also probably sold her so to the devil, and I'm not into that. So you have to know like addition and subtraction and division and stuff. So I undid the seams for the top part, uh, because I have to do it again. As you can kind of see here, I used colored thread. When I do the final stitching, I'm gonna use black thread so it doesn't show. What I'm gonna do here, I measured the whole length, and I divided by 2, so I got the middle, and now I'm gonna just fold it in the middle, put it there so I can mark the sides and put the colored thread there, and then after that I will do the sewing. Hey all, is like currently the 15th of November. yesterday I was working on the dress until like midnight, but there was like an hour break to eat. It's going along pretty like quickly, considering that I'm sewing everything by hand because I do not have a sewing machine. Um, so yeah, I have the dress. I finally cut the bottom. I also did the back part. Now all I have to do is join them. Okay, so since the dress has this like underlayer, I think what I'm gonna do to sew it all together is take the back layer and sew it along the underlayer like this. And then, because I can't sew much more than here, um, because obviously I'm gonna have like the slits and stuff. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I sewed the back part onto the underlayer, and now I'm just gonna try it on before I sew the other layer that goes over it. Oh shoot, I forgot the needle on my shirt. I literally have a place to put the needle, and yet I keep forgetting about it. Okay. Okay. This is good lengthwise. I'm gonna have to put an elastic here, obviously. And I will put these on the top, so it's gonna also like hold the front piece like tightly and shit. I also I'm gonna like have to put some water on the fabric because I used a watercolor pencil to do the markings because I do not have chalk. So that's that for now. Hey, so it's currently the 17th of November. Um, on the 15th, I did virtually nothing. I basically only sewed the back panel into the underlayer, and then I got lazy and stopped doing anything. And yesterday, I had to leave classes, and I had rehearsal, and I had other classes to attend. So I did also nothing. So we'll be doing more stuff today. We'll be sewing the sides and then adding the elastics, which is, I hope, the end of the dress production. Just for reference, I study at another city from the one that I live in, and I have classes on Saturday morning, but there is no bus on Saturday morning, so I have to sleep at my aunt's house. So tomorrow, which is Friday, I will be going there in the afternoon, and I'll stay on the city that I study at until Monday. So I'm gonna have to get everything sorted out before I leave. So by tomorrow, the dress doesn't necessarily have to be completely finished. But I do, because I can sew it there if there's still sewing to be done. But I still have to like get shoes and get other stuff that I'm gonna use and spare. Okay, so I've sewn the elastic thing. Uh, it's looking pretty smugly. I'm gonna have to sew these together and also sew this along here. Also the other side, but it's pretty fit. I'm gonna have to also, besides from sewing it here, I'm gonna put another elastic on top, so it all fits very nice and smugly. We're nearly finished, and after that, I just have to put the elastics on these. We're almost done. So what I will be doing is sewing this onto the underlayer and the back panel, and then after that I will sew it onto the front panel. So I have given up on doing a back stitch, which was the kind of stitch that I was using, or at least I think that's what it's called, because it takes like 3 times the amount of time that it takes to sew, and also I'm kind of running out of thread. Well, running out is not kind of correct, because I know I do have another black thread running around somewhere. I just have no idea where it is. I have not seen it since August or September, so it's been a while, you know. But yeah, the one that I'm using is kind of like coming to an end. But it's fine to have a regular stitch right now, because uh, the parts that I'm doing currently allow that. And because it's just like mostly for appearance. And I usually just do a back stitch when the fabric, just that part specifically needs to be held together a little bit stronger. Um, so that's that on that. Hey, so the presentation was yesterday. Just went great, actually. And I'll show you the results in a bit, and y'all can see everything. From the math that I made, I took from 16 to 17 hours to make the dress. Of course, those hours weren't unpaused, because who the fuck, you know? Uh, but yeah. Uh, After I finished making the dress on Thursday night, I went fishing for shoes. The thing about the shoes, though, is that uh, I didn't want to use my usual heels, because they're like very dolly and I use them all the time. And I have another pair of heels, but they're like way too high and they squish my foot, and no way was I gonna give a fucking presentation in them. So I went to my sister and was like, oh hey, can I see your shoes? But the shoe that she had, that I was thinking of, was like a needle heel, and like, no. So since my mom is currently out of the country and not using her shoes, we went fishing there. But turns out every single heel was broken, except for one, which would have worked great with my dress. But we didn't find the other shoe. In the end, I found a pair of heels of my sister's that was pretty comfortable, and it fit with the dress. But like, that was just comical. Just fucking comical. I was actually kind of paranoid, thinking, oh my god, it's gonna fucking fall apart in the middle of the presentation, and I took a spare dress, one of the ones that were too short. But literally no mishaps happened. Just was great. Presentation was great. You know. So that's it. I made a dress in 17 hours with 5 Brazilian bucks under my belt.